Hi everybody. It's great to be sharing more info on Regal's Grow initiative with you all. We hope you're as eager as we are to help our people develop and grow, and help yourselves develop and grow. Before we start, let's relook at what Grow will do for us. If you read any research paper on the benefits of organizational learning, here are the terms you'll see: increased productivity, job satisfaction, increased profits, improved adaptability, innovation and creativity, more collaboration, better crisis management, staff retention, increased efficiency, continuous improvement, and better business performance. With impact like this, we can't afford not to make learning a priority at Regal, and we can't do it without you. The Grow initiative has been designed to give our managers the chance to, firstly, promote learning at Regal, and secondly, help your staff members to improve their performance. Grow involves a 3-step process which you will take team members through over the next year. We will be more specific about how to include your employees in the Grow initiative in our next communication. It will be a presentation with tips on how to reach them all within the time frame. The first step to Grow is you and your staff member together identify an area of their work performance that either needs to improve or that they can develop in order to build on their skills. We call this the development area. During this step, you will start populating a spreadsheet called an individual development plan. In step 2, you and your staff member create the body of the individual development plan. It looks like this. Together, you will set learning goals, decide what success looks like for each goal, decide what training resource to use to support the goal, and then set target dates for achieving each of those goals. In the final step, step 3, you will use your LinkedIn license to search for courses that will help your staff members' learning for each of the development areas. You will then direct the staff member to the courses you've chosen on LinkedIn, and then of course allow them time to train. Step 3 also involves monitoring their goal achievement and assigning more training if necessary. Let's look at each step in a bit more detail. As you go about identifying the development area for a particular staff member, consider things like employee interests, company needs, new tasks the employee can take on, tasks the employee could improve on, skills or knowledge the employee needs to build in order to fulfill their role more effectively. The purpose here is to pinpoint an area of the employee's work performance that, if improved, will help him or her to grow in the position and provide more value to you, your team, and to Regal as a whole. Once you've selected a development area, or 2 areas, you will use the individual development plan to map out how your staff member is going to achieve the desired performance improvement. Let's have a look at what's in the individual development plan. It's a great tool in helping you and your staff member to shift the development area. You will consider learning goals, what success looks like when that learning goal is achieved, resources that could be used, target dates, and lastly, whether the learning has been achieved. The development areas will dictate what the learning goals are. For example, if computer literacy is the area of development, learning goals could include Outlook competency and Excel competency. Here, both you and your staff member agree on what success looks like once the learning goal is achieved. Success must obviously be measurable. You will ask the question, how will we know if the learning has taken place and is being applied? For example, if the development area is increasing sales, and the learning goals are becoming competent at cross-selling and learning more on access control and CCTV, then sales activities Specifically, an increase in sales of access control and CCTV would be the indicators for what success looks like. In many instances, it will be the performance of an action, task, or behavior that will be your measure of success. Very important here is application of learning. You want to see an improvement in their actual month-to-month performance as they apply what they are learning. Here, you will answer the question, of the resources available to us, which will best address the learning goals? If the goal is related to developing product knowledge, you could select relevant product training from our library of Regal courses. If the goal is related to computer literacy or soft skills, you would use LinkedIn Learning to find suitable courses and share the links with your staff member. We will explain at a later stage how you go about searching LinkedIn for the best courses. In either instance, though, you will use your monthly branch or department training schedule to plan time for the staff member to complete their courses. So what is a realistic time frame for each learning goal to be achieved? These dates should obviously be sometime after the training courses have been completed. They ensure your staff members push to complete the learning, and you want to be able to review whether the learning has been applied. On these target dates, you and your staff member will discuss the success of the learning. If a learning goal is not achieved, go back to the resources available. Depending on the situation, an employee may need reinforcement of the learning, in which case let them redo the original courses, or choose other courses on LinkedIn to support them as they continue to work at achieving the goals. In this example, computer literacy is the area of development that's been selected. To develop this area, your staff member may need to learn to use Outlook and Excel more effectively. The example here shows that by achieving these learning goals, he or she would improve in time management by using the calendar and reminders, as well as improve in the level of Excel reports that you receive from this employee. Do you notice that the measures for success are the improvements you are working towards? Let's look again at a sales-related example. If improved sales is the area of development that has been prioritized. To do a better job, perhaps you have worked out the employee has limited knowledge of CCTV and is not calling or visiting his more challenging customers. CCTV knowledge and handling difficult customers would be the learning goals. Successful learning would look like an increase in the sales of CCTV products by this employee and an increase in calls and visits to his more testy, difficult customers, hopefully translating into increased sales by this employee. The important thing to remember here is if the measures for success are not realized by the target date, you will need to have a conversation with the person to understand his or her difficulties in achieving the goal. This will guide you in either sharing additional training resources or considering other means to cultivate the development and growth that you're after. To prepare ourselves for Grow, all managers and directors have received an email inviting us to activate our licenses, and we've had time in February to familiarize ourselves with LinkedIn. Now, in March and April, we are ready to hold the development conversations with the first few of our staff members. We will complete individual development plans with these first few, search LinkedIn for courses that provide the necessary learning, and then share the links to these courses with our employees. You will remember from the Introduction to Grow presentation, this year we will be engaging with LinkedIn Learning directly through our LinkedIn profiles. So we won't be accessing LinkedIn through Adobe. This also means we will have full access to LinkedIn's huge library of content, and we should have an easier time navigating their site. We will let you know about compulsory LinkedIn Learning courses to help you develop certain capabilities, and we will also send you a Grow guide providing further details of this initiative. I wish everyone a great journey into the incredibly rich world of LinkedIn learning, with everything from theoretical knowledge to practical advice to interesting snippets of learning, not just for your professional development, but for that of your people.